To quote Bruce Springsteen, Jersey's own, and his song Living in the Future, woke up election day, skies gunpowder and shades of gray. I'm meteorologist Joe Martucci, and yes, we are talking about a gloomy election day here. We seem to have those more often than not, for better or for worse, and we are talking about a couple showers today. However, the weather should not be so bad as if to hinder your ability to go do your civic duty and head to the polls. Here's a look at our headlines. New information coming in says that October was the second warmest on record. Of course, we're below average today. It's a chilly, showery election day. And what's coming up next? An inland frost for Wednesday morning and likely Thursday morning too. And then the return of coastal flooding afterwards. Let's look at those temperatures during the month of October. We started out below average. The first couple of days were. However, after that was pretty much it. We were above or at least near average for every other day except for October 19th here. You know, when you add that all up, 5.4 degrees above average, second warmest October at Atlantic City International Airport, and records go back to 1944 there. It was also the second warmest statewide, and records go back to 1895. Another thing with this warm air that we had in October too, our full foliage kind of went down the tubes here. We were looking really good as we went into the first couple of days of October. We love those sunny days and cool nights because they are good for our fall foliage, but we did not have many of them after the second here, and that pattern continued until the 31st, although now it's starting to change. Might not be getting many sunny days, but at least we'll be getting some cooler nights. Let's talk about what's going to happen this afternoon. Rain works in around midday here, and it's going to be a period of light rain throughout the afternoon hours and into the early evening. By about 9 o'clock, I think we're dry. Not only that, by midnight, we should be clear, and that will cause our temperatures to drop as we do get some cooler air that works in here. So Monday, we were spot on seasonable with temperatures about 7 degrees below average for the rest of the week, with average highs in the low 60s. Our high temperatures Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, only in the mid-50s. Sweater weather here in South Jersey. In the nights, you will definitely need that winter coat. Looking at what's happening, you get that cool surge of air coming in from Canada into the Midwest, and then eventually working its way east, and that's what we're seeing this week here. Not only that, we're going to have northeasterly winds as we go into Thursday, and then Friday's from the north, and then we go back to the northeast on Saturday. What does this do? Well, it doesn't really allow the base to drain out. In fact, it pushes water onto normally dry ground here with that high pressure in charge for Saturday, sitting right over Long Island. It's a clockwise spinning high pressure system. The result is we're talking about coastal flooding during the Friday morning and Saturday morning high tides. And here's the interesting thing. Last week, we had the quarter moon. We needed 2 to 3 feet of storm surge just to get into minor flood stage. This week, because we have a new moon and astronomically larger tides, only 1 to 2 feet of storm surge would do that. So we have enough to just get into minor flood stage for Friday and Saturday. But I'm going to tell you what, we really dodged a bullet last week because, yes, we had moderate flood stage. However, if we had the new moon last week, we would be talking about moderate to major flood stage for everywhere, and that would not be good. Major flood stage we don't even see every year. Now, if you don't like the cold weather, at least you'll like next week. We have a better than usual chance, I should say, of being near or above average. So that means expect more days in the 60s as we go into our second week of November as opposed to the 50s like we're seeing this week. Here's a look at our Tuesday morning forecast. Temperatures rising through the 40s everywhere, getting into the 51 degree range for the shore at 9 a.m., 46 on the mainland, mostly cloudy sky. And then we see those showers working in from 12 p.m. and continuing till 9 p.m. It's our coolest day since Memorial Day weekend Sunday. Again, we'll be in a low to mid-50s, so you want the jacket on all day long. Tuesday night, we're going to start to clear out. Temperatures get down to the freezing mark in Vineland and Woodbine. That ends the growing season with a freeze. And then we're talking about a frost for the rest of the inland areas. So you're going to want to make sure you bring in sensitive vegetation. And then along the shore, that's where we stay a little bit milder, but still 40 degrees in Atlantic City. And that's about 7 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year. Then as we go into Wednesday here, it's a mostly sunny day. With that sunshine, we'll rise up a little bit more, but we're still talking about mid-50s for highs. Here's a look at our mainland 7-day forecast. We're going to stay in the 50s all the way through the rest of the week and into the weekend here. Let's take you over to the shore 7-day. Same story, but we are looking for coastal flooding on Friday and Saturday during that morning high tide. I'll be back with you coming up tonight. We're going to talk more about that frost and freeze, talk more about the coastal flooding too. You can come to our website for the latest at pressofac.com/weather.